There is a device sitting on Amazon right now for less than $30. It has been around for over 20 years. It is not complicated. It does not require installation. Any person can use it in under 10 seconds. And if every household in America owned one, energy companies would lose billions of dollars every single year. That is not a theory. That is just math. Here is exactly what it does and why nobody ever told you about it. Every month you receive a bill, a single number, a total, no breakdown, no details. You pay it because you have to, and then you forget about it until next month. That is exactly how energy companies want it to work. Because here is what they will never put on that bill. Which specific appliance in your home is costing you the most money? Not a general estimate, not a category. The exact appliance, the exact cost. Down to the cent. They have this data. Smart meters collect it, but they will never hand it to you in a usable format, because the moment you have that information, you start making decisions that cost them revenue. The average American household spends $1,500 a year on electricity. Studies show that between 20 and 30% of that is pure waste. Appliances consuming power while doing absolutely nothing useful. That is up to $450 a year. Gone. For nothing. And the device that exposes all of this costs $25 on Amazon. The device is called the Kilowatt. It is a small plastic box about the size of a large phone charger. It has a plug on the back and an outlet on the front and a small digital screen in the middle. You plug it into your wall, then you plug any appliance into it. That is the entire setup. 10 seconds, no tools, no electrician, no installation. The screen immediately shows you how many watts that appliance is drawing from your electrical grid right now in real time. Leave it plugged in for a few hours and it shows you the total kilowatt hours consumed, the exact unit your energy company uses to calculate your bill. Enter your rate per kilowatt hour and it calculates the exact dollar cost of running that appliance per day, per month, per year. You will see numbers that will genuinely shock you. Let me give you real examples of what people discover when they plug this device in for the first time. A refrigerator from the 1990s or early 2000s can consume anywhere from 150 to 400 watts continuously. Running 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, that single appliance can cost between $150 and $400 per year. A modern energy-efficient refrigerator doing the exact same job costs less than $50 a year to run. One appliance, $300 difference every single year. Most people turn off their television and assume it stops consuming electricity. It does not. A cable box or satellite receiver runs almost continuously, even in standby mode. Across a full year, your TV setup could be costing you $80 to $120 while you sleep, while you work, while you are not even home. A phone charger plugged into the wall with no phone attached still draws a constant current. One charger is almost nothing, but the average home has 8 to 12 devices plugged in at all times. Added together, these phantom loads can cost $50 to $100 per year. And space heaters, a standard 1,500 watt space heater running for just 8 hours a day, costs approximately $65 per month. Most people have no idea. They bought it because it felt cheaper than turning up the heat. In many cases, it is not. The kilowatt tells you in minutes what would take an energy auditor hours to calculate. And the auditor would charge you $200 to $400 for the service. This is where it gets interesting. The energy industry in the United States generates over $400 billion in revenue every year. A significant portion of that comes from what is called phantom load, electricity consumed by devices that are technically off or idle. The Natural Resources Defense Council estimated that phantom load costs American households approximately $19 billion per year in wasted electricity. $19 billion every year for power that nobody is actually using. The manufacturers of these appliances know about standby consumption. They design it in. The energy companies know about it too. They measure it. They track it. But there is no financial incentive to help you eliminate it because your waste is their revenue. The kilowatt was not banned. It was not suppressed. It was simply never promoted, never advertised on television, never recommended by the companies whose business model depends on you not knowing what you are consuming. The information gap is the product. Here is the exact process to use it correctly. Start with the appliances that run continuously: refrigerator, freezer, water heater, HVAC components. These are your highest impact targets because they run 24 hours a day. A 1% improvement in a device that runs continuously is worth more than a 50% improvement in a device you use twice a week. Then, measure every appliance in standby mode: television, gaming console, desktop computer, cable box, printer. If the kilowatt shows any reading above 0, that device is consuming phantom power. Calculate the annual cost by taking the daily kilowatt-hour reading, multiplying by 365, then multiplying by your electricity rate per kilowatt-hour. Your rate is on your bill. Rank every appliance from most expensive to least expensive and focus on the top 5. For phantom loads, smart power strips that cut power completely when a device is off cost $15 to $25 and eliminate standby consumption entirely. For aging appliances, the calculation often shows that replacing an old refrigerator pays for itself within 2 to 3 years purely in electricity savings, and recheck every 6 months because appliances degrade and the kilowatt catches this before your bill does. A household that seriously audits and optimizes based on kilowatt data typically saves between $200 and $600 per year on their electricity bill. The device costs $25 to $30. That is a return on investment of between 700 and 2,400% in the first year alone. Every year after that, the savings continue, and the device cost is already paid. No other purchase you make for your home will give you that return. Not insulation, not LED bulbs, not a smart thermostat. Nothing comes close because nothing else gives you the precise appliance-level data you need to make intelligent decisions. Energy companies spend millions of dollars every year on advertising, on smart meter rollouts, on green initiatives. None of that money is spent helping you understand exactly what is draining your wallet inside your own home. A $25 device on Amazon does what billion-dollar companies will not. That is the hidden blueprint. If this video gave you something useful, hit the like button. It takes 1 second and it genuinely helps this channel grow. Subscribe because next week we are covering the water system that 1940s families used to cut their water bill to almost 0. Something that still works today and that most people have never heard of. Drop a comment below. What appliance in your home do you think is costing you the most? I read every single one. See you in the next one. The Hidden Blueprint. Forgotten Knowledge. Modern Survival.